We're in the IT lab, right? So today's activity, we will be using a lot of computers and so on. Are you happy to be here today?
Yes, Miss.
Good. So before we get into today's lesson, we will have a role play being performed by your classmates. So what I want you to do is to sit back, relax, listen, tell the person next to you to be what? Quiet. You don't want nobody to disturb you, right? Because at the end of the role play, I will be asking you some questions.
I want to eat much now, like no. This eat I can't breathe. After this much. This ear ugly. After this much. Much. I can't not much for this like much like. Oh God, it got like.
Good. So we would have just witnessed your classmates perform the role play. Now, who can tell me what they would have observed from the role play? Yes, Fabian?
Yes, I would have observed the girl could not breathe after all the smoke in the air.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else would like to answer? Yes, Mikiza?
And the man was smoking and the girl was coughing.
The man was smoking and the girl was coughing. Anybody else? Somebody else? Yes, Leonardo?
Yes. The girl was lighting
The girl was lighting the heat. But based on what they would have done there, do you think that was something good? Lighting the heat? No. And do you know those things can cause harm to the environment like that?
Yes.
What harm you think it can cause to the environment? Could damage your lungs. Anybody else?
No. Basically, you could not breathe in the air.
You could not be able to breathe. It affects person breathing and so on. I love, yes,
Music can affect persons that have asthma.
asthma and so on. I love all your responses. Now today, we will be looking at a particular topic. But before we get into our lesson today, we will do a little activity for you to discover what is the topic. So underneath your desks, they have some pieces of paper. So look underneath your desks. Good. So the persons who find the paper, stand with your paper. Stand up with your papers. The person who have the paper, stand. Good. Now bring those papers. Open it. Open your papers. Good. Now put them down. Now with these papers here, we're going to fit up a puzzle. Right? And we will discover what will be our topic today. Fit it up. Fit up the puzzle for me. Take your time. Fit them up. Put the words in order. Fit them up. Good. So what is the topic there?
Air pollution.
Air pollution. Very good. So today we will be looking at?
Air pollution.
Very good. Good. So we will be looking at what topic today?
Air pollution.
Air pollution. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define air pollution in at least one line. Secondly, you should be able to state 2 out of 4 causes of air pollution. Also, you should be able to state 2 out of 4 effects of air pollution and consequences of air pollution at the end of this lesson. Good. So at this time, I will get into full detail as to what air pollution is. So we will now define what is air pollution. So I want you to look carefully here on the teaching aid. Now what is air pollution? Read what is air pollution.
Air pollution is the contamination of the air with impurities.
Let's go again.
Air pollution is the contamination of the air with impurities.
Good. So air pollution is the contamination of the air with impurities. what they think impurities is? Impure, when you hear the word impure, what do you think impure means? Yes, Shaniza, what do you think? Nobody don't know what impurities mean? Now, impurities are things that are dirty to the ear, unclean. So some impurities would be like dust, smokes, and so on. Those are impure substances. So when the air is being contaminated with these impurities like dust and smoke, that is what causes air pollution. You understand? So air pollution is a contamination of the air with these impurities, like dust and smokes and so on. So those things that you see every day in your environment, the dust and smokes and so on, those are impurities. Those are what contaminate the air that causes air pollution. Any question on the definition there? Good. Now what causes air pollution? What can cause air pollution in our environment? Thank you, Tabian. You can sit. What causes air pollution? The first point here I have here is the reckless burning of garbage. For example, Julius went to his backyard, he lighted his heat, and so on. The reckless burning of our garbage, that is what causes air pollution. So when we burn our garbages and so on in the environment, it causes air pollution. Second point is exhaust emission from vehicles. Do you know that little pipe thing that is at the back of the cars and so on?
Yes.
That is what we call the exhaust. And those emission there of those different gases from out of the vehicles, that is what causes air pollution. So the exhaust emission from vehicles causes air pollution. Third point, deforestation. What is deforestation? Yes, Tabian?
It's cutting down of trees from the forest.
Good. Deforestation is when we cut down our trees. Now when we cut down trees, there will be no trees in the environment to observe these different gases that are being emitted. So when all the trees are cut down, we tend to breathe in all of these trees because remember, trees helps us to breathe properly, right? So when all the trees are cut down in our environment, we don't have the trees to help us to breathe good. So all of that can cause air pollution. Now, at the bottom here, I have some pictures of air pollution. For example, here, I have burning of garbage here. Over here, we have some exhaust emission in vehicles, exhaust some gases in the environment. To the bottom here, I have a factory. And this factory air is emitting gases in the environment. Right? So you see some images of what air pollution would look like? Yes. When factories emit their gases, vehicles emitting their gas from the environment, and when we burn garbage, all of that causes air pollution. Any question on the causes of air pollution? No. Good. Now this time we will be looking at the effects. When you hear the word effects, what that tells you? Yes, Damian?
Yes, effects are when we hear about danger that the pollution can cause.
Okay. Little shaky, but can anybody else tell me what they think the word effect mean? Yes, Tiancia?
Effect persons that live in the environment.
That's a definition of effect? No. Anybody else would like to try what effect mean? Yes, Julius. What do you think effects mean? You don't know? Okay. Now effects are what we call things that can harm us. What can result as a result of a particular thing? What can happen as a result of a particular thing? Now, based on what we would have discussed, the causes of air pollution, we would have said reckless burning of garbage, deforestation, and so on. Those are the causes. Now, what can happen as a result of us doing these things? Let's find out. The first effect we have here is what? Increase in respiratory like asthma and lung cancer. So those persons who were never been affected from any respiratory diseases can be affected now. If the air is polluted, right, they can be prone to these diseases, asthma, lung cancer, because remember all of these dirty air, these impurities are entering to their nose, their nostril, and they're breathing in these different harmful gases. So these things can cause this person to be affected with asthma and lung cancer. So you see how serious air pollution is?
Yes.
Next is global warming. Who can tell me what they remember global warming is? Anybody? Okay, just a refresher. Global warming is the increase in the Earth's temperature. So the place will get more hot as a result of global warming. And as a result of that, we can get flooding. When the place gets hot, flooding and so on. So air pollution can cause global warming, increase in the Earth's temperature, flooding, ice, breakage, and so on can go on. Right? So global warming can be an effect of air pollution. Decreases visibility. That's the third point. Decreases our visibility. So imagine the air being polluted. Visibility means you'll be able to see in the environment. So imagine an area full with smoke, smokes, and so on all over the place. It decreases your visibility. You cannot be able to see. Imagine you're driving in your car and the area is polluted. So those persons who are driving, they can end up in an accident as a result of the air being polluted because you're not being able to see around you, and you can die as a result of that. Right? So do you see how serious air pollution is? You need to desist from polluting the air. All of these activities that we humans involve in burning garbage, driving our vehicles every day, and so on, we need to desist from that. Would you like for your visibility decrease as a result of air pollution? So you see why it is very important for us to avoid polluting the environment. Now lastly, we have solutions of air pollution. What we can do to help curb air pollution. What are some things we can do? The first point here is to reduce, reuse, or recycle what? Waste instead of burning garbage. So instead of us burning our garbage every day, we can practice the 3 R's of conservation. Reuse, recycle, and reduce our waste. So use your waste for another purpose. For example, the bottles that we normally throw away, use them back as a decoration, a home decoration. Put things inside. You know, reuse your stuff. Right, Tanya? Don't throw away your waste. Don't burn them every day. Reuse them. Right? Secondly, as a way to combat air pollution, is use public mode of transportation instead of driving your own car every day. Now, when we use public mode of transportation, less vehicles are on the road. Less gases are being emitted into the environment. So the air is being less polluted. So one mode of transportation carrying everybody, less mode of transportation, the lesser you would see gases in the environment, and the air would be less free from pollution. So that is why we should use one mode of public transportation instead of driving your own car. So imagine if you drive, everybody here, get their own car. Imagine though, a lot of vehicles, those same exhausts that I told you about, you would see a lot of those gases, everybody. A lot of those gases being emitted. This whole air is polluted every single day. So when we use one mode, of public transportation, less gases are being emitted in the environment. Thirdly, practice reforestation. Who can tell me what reforestation is? Yes, Fabian.
Planting back some trees.
Pardon me?
Planting back.
Good. Reforestation is the replanting of trees. When we plant trees, we have more trees to what? Observe the gases in the environment. Right? So that we will not be breathing in those gases. So more trees help us to observe those harmful gases, those harmful greenhouse gases, and it will help to eradicate some of the pollution that is going on in our air. And fourthly, it says here, ride bicycles more often. So instead of Mikiza driving in his car every day or Julius driving in his car every day, get a bicycle, ride out. No gases is being emitted at the back of your vehicle or whatever you're using because you're using bicycle, right? So you're riding, the environment will be more clean, nice, you can enjoy, you can walk, you can breathe in however you want, sniff around, and so on, because the environment will not be polluted because everybody's riding their bicycles, they're using one mode of public transportation, they're replanting trees, and so on. All of that they're doing. But when everybody driving out in a big car, they get different cars driving out, they're cutting down the trees, they're burning their garbage and so on. The environment is unclean. You can't breathe in fresh air. So all of those things are not good for your health. It's damaging your health, right? So we need to take care of our environment, especially the air. Keep the air clean, right? Good. Now it's question time. At this time, I will ask you what you would have learned based on my explanation there. So who would like to be the first volunteer to tell me what they would have learned? Yes, Tavia?
Miss, I have learned that we need trees to breathe in air and to help us to breathe properly because we don't want to die.
Okay, very good. Anybody else would like to state what they would have learned? Based on my explanation on the causes, the effects, and the definition of air pollution. Anybody else? Yes?
I have learned that air pollution is the contamination of the air with impurities.
Very good. Anybody else? Somebody else? Different person? Latoya? What you would have learned based on air pollution?
And if we breathe when the trees are cut down.
Very good. When we cut down the trees, we cannot be able to breathe well. What's the word for that when we cut down trees? What is it called? Deforestation. Julius, you would like to answer what you would have learned? Yes, Julius?
Miss, recycle, reuse, and reduce.
What about recycle, reduce, and reuse?
Miss, reuse the plastic bottle so to put things inside it.
Instead of doing what?
Burn.
Good. That's a solution. We should recycle, reduce, and reuse your items instead of burning them. Anybody else? One last question. Somebody different who did not answer. Yes, Mikiza?
I have learned that when we cut down trees, we can replant them.
You can replant them. Very good. I love your responses. Good. So now that we would have learned about what is air pollution, the causes, the effects, and the solutions of air pollution, we will now play a little game just to reinforce what you would have learned today. Who loves to play a game in here? Good. So here's how this game is being played. I will be asking questions here on my devices. You will have a particular number of time to answer your question. Which group ends put up their hand first, and answer the question correctly, they will be given a point. So you are in how many groups here? Three groups. Right? So whichever group answer the question first, they will get the point, the correct answer. Right? Are you ready to start again?
Yes.
Good. So the first question is, what is air pollution? What is air pollution? I see group 2 put up their answers. What is air pollution?
This air pollution is a contamination of impurities infecting the air.
Is the contamination of impurities affecting the air? Should I give group 2 that point?
No.
Air. Different question. True or false? True or false? Air pollution contaminates the water.
No. False.
The question goes to group 3. Group 3 gets 1 point. Next question. List 2 causes of air pollution. List 2 causes of air pollution.
Burning of garbage and burning of garbage and factory gas.
Pardon me?
Burning of garbage and factory gas.
Okay.
Yeah.
They get a point there. Next question. List 1 solution. Remember, you have to wait until I finish calling the question. List 1 solution of air pollution. 1 solution of air pollution. Group 1, I see your answers.
When you cut down the trees, you could replant them.
Pardon me?
When you cut down trees, you could replant them.
Okay, replanting of trees. Good. Next. Martin was smoking in the environment. What can be an effect of his action? Martin was smoking in the environment. What can be one effect of his action? Yes, group 3.
Music can cause lung cancer.
Lung cancer. Very good. Next question. This is the last question. So you need to answer as fast as possible. Are you ready? Rumble. Going once. Going twice. True or false? One cause of air. Maybe you have to wait for the question. One cause of air pollution is damage to the ear. True or false? One cause of air pollution is damage to the ear.
False.
False. Very good. Maybe you can show. Good. So let's look here. So based on the scores here, group 2 and 3 would have tied in this game. Should we do a rebuttal to see which group will answer?
Yes.
Good. So these questions here will be going to group 2 and 3. Whichever group put up their hand first and answer the question correctly, they win the game. So the last question, the last and final question to see who win the game today. Let's go. True or false? One solution to air pollution is to create a noise-free environment.
False.
Maybe you can shout. 4. I see group 3 raise their hands. So the point will go to group 3. So give group 3 a round of applause. Good. So group 3 would have won today's game. Give group 3 another round of applause. Everybody clap for group 3. So the winners are group 3, the champions today. So group 3, raise your hand, say you're winners. Good. Good. So at this time, we will be doing our activities, right? You're in your respective group 1, group 2, and group 3. Now, group 1, what I want you to do for me is to use your tablet here to research other causes and effects of air pollution. And in the end, I will ask you to share what you have learned. Group 2, you will be looking at a video, and to the end of that video, I will ask you some questions, right? You will be looking at a video on air pollution. Group 3, you will use Microsoft Paint, and you will be drawing on your computers air pollution scene for me, right? So begin your activities. Okay, group 2. Look at this video here. Turn up your volume here. Turn up your volume. Turn up your volume. Group 2, group 3, have you started to draw? Draw your stuff. Group 1, are you got your researching? Good. Research. Okay. Any group is finished? Group 3, you're finished? Good. So group 3, you have to draw what are you doing? An air pollution scene. So come here. Group 3, can you explain to me what you would have drawn there? You draw a man smoking. Okay, so this is what? This is what here?
A factory.
A factory. And what is there going on here?
Smoke.
And this is who?
A man smoking.
Okay. And this is what?
A car.
And what's going on here with the car? Huh?
Exhaust.
What?
Exhaust.
The exhaust of the car there is emitting smoke. Okay. Very good, group 3. Group 2, can you tell me something that you would have observed from the video? What you would have learned?
Whether like to scrape and destroy plants. Maize move factories placed far from houses that people live and put them in places where people don't go. And some plants use factories for breeding.
Okay. Shaniza, can you tell me anything that you would have remembered from the video there? Anything that you would have learned from the video?
Here, cutting down trees.
Pardon me?
Cutting down trees.
You saw that in the video that trees were being cut down. Yes, Tavian, what else did you saw?
Miss, I saw people planting like the trees and people using bus and bicycles moving around.
Good. In there you saw that they were using bus and bicycle to move around. Right? Very good, group 2, in remembering what you would have saw from the video. Right? Very good. Group 1, you have the task to research some other effects and solution of air pollution. Can somebody here stand and tell me what are some of the effects and solution of air pollution that you would have learned or gathered while doing your research? Yes?
Solution. Use renewable and clean sources of energy.
Okay. What are some effects of air pollution that you would have researched?
It's lungs cancer.
Lung cancer. What about lung cancer?
Like if you're light and heat and someone have lungs cancer.
You can have lung cancer due to air pollution. Okay. But what about if you're burning? What about those persons who are suffering from asthma? Can they be affected?
Yes, miss.
Anybody else here from group 1? Tyrese?
This heat wave and wildfire.
Pardon me?
Heat wave and wildfire.
Heat wave. As a result of air pollution, there can be heat wave. And as a result of that, we say that there's an increase in the Earth's temperature. And what is the increase of the Earth temperature deemed as? What's the term? What's the term? Anybody here?
Miss global warming.
Global warming. Good. So the increase in the Earth's temperature is global warming. So, Tyrese, that there that you would have researched, heat wave, we call it global warming, increase in the Earth's temperature. Right? So air pollution can cause global warming or heat waves. Right? Very good, group 1. Group 2, Group 3 in completing your activities today. I hope that you would have enjoyed your activities. Did you enjoy your activities? Yes. Good. Good. So now that we would have completed our different group activities, now it's time for us to reflect on what we would have learned today. So I will be engaging you in a pass the ball question segment, right? Whereby this ball that I have here, you will pass it around among your friends here, and whichever person the ball stop at, or wherever, I will turn around and face the board, and then I will say stop, and whosoever has the ball still in their hand, they will be answering a question based on our topic today, which is air pollution. Good. So I will give the ball first to Shaniza, and Shaniza will pass the ball around, and whosoever left with the ball, they will be answering a question, right? So prepare yourself mentally to answer the question. Put on your thinking caps. Say thinking caps on.
Thinking caps on.
Thinking caps on.
Thinking caps on.
Good. Are you ready?
Yes.
Say ready.
Ready.
Good. 1, 2, going once, going twice, going once, going twice. Stop. Mickey. Good. So the ball is with Mikiza. Mikiza, your question is, what is air pollution?
Air pollution is contamination of the air with impurities.
Impurities like what?
Dirty stuff.
Like what?
Dust,
Dust. What else?
smoke.
Dust and smokes and so on. Very good. Right? So keep passing the ball. Pass the ball around. Stop. Angel. Okay. Angel. Your question is, list one effect of air pollution. Lung cancer. Very good, Angel. Continue passing the ball around. Go. Stop. Tyrese. Tyrese, the question is for Tyrese. Tyrese, list one solution of air pollution. List one solution for air pollution. Pardon me? Speak hard. Speak up, speak up, speak up. It's sounding good.
The government should educate all citizens.
About what? Good. Tyrese said that the government should educate citizens about air pollution. That's very good. For example, if the government have workshops and so on and meetings and so, also in different communities, that's a way that he can help to educate the citizens in the environment about air pollution. So very good response, Tyrese. Moving down. One last question. Going once, going twice, going triple, going twice. Stop.
Makita.
Makita. And true or false? True or false? One cause of air pollution is damage to the ear. One cause of air pollution is the damage to the ear. True. What's the answer?
False.
False. Air pollution does not deal with damage to your ears. That's false, right? Good. Very good. I know that you all would have learned something today, participated in this little ball and answer segment that we would have here. Now, just a little change in your position. We will sing a little song about air pollution. Do we have singers in here?
Yes.
Who's a singer?
Miss me.
Good. So I want you to stand in your respective seats. I understand that you're excited, right? Good. Stand up. And I will be playing a little song for you, right? A little song for you, and I need you to do like this. You're gonna wave to the side, move your body. You can sing along to the music and so on, right? So I will play it here on my device. Let me find the song. Okay, get your body into action. Then we have to move up our waist, exercise a little waist, you know, and so on. Right? Da, 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 da. Do like this. Fire burning, pollution in the air. Running, people smoking, fire burning, air pollution. Hey. Streets, I see fire burning. Air pollution. Pollution. Wine, air